Hello everyone, welcome to my Chanel Y&R official 24 updates. Nikki tricks Victor and takes the priceless USB. Fake reconciliation. Y&R. Nikki Newman pours 2 glasses of whiskey at the bar. Her hands are steady, too steady. Victor Newman enters, removing his jacket, watching her carefully. Victor, you didn't have to wait up. Nikki turns, smiling softly. Nikki, I wanted to. She hands him a glass. Their fingers brush. Victor studies her face, searching. Victor. This feels familiar. Nikki meets his gaze, tender, remorseful. Nikki. Maybe because it is. Beat. We've wasted enough time fighting. Victor exhales, letting his guard down. Just a little. Victor. You really believe that? Nikki steps closer. Nikki. I wouldn't be standing here if I didn't. They clink glasses. Behind Victor, on the desk near the fireplace, a silver USB drive glints in the firelight. Nikki's eyes flick to it. And just as quickly, away. Smash cut to black. Opening credits. Victor sits on the sofa. Nikki joins him, curling slightly toward him like old times. Victor. I've missed this. Beat. I've missed you. Nikki swallows emotion, real and manufactured. Nikki. I know I hurt you. Victor stiffens slightly. Victor. You didn't just hurt me. You sided against me. Nikki nods, eyes glossy. Nikki. I thought I was doing the right thing. But the right thing doesn't always feel right, does it? Victor studies her, conflicted. Victor. No. It doesn't. Nikki reaches for his hand. He allows it. Nikki. I don't want us at war anymore, Victor. Not at our age. Not with everything we've built. Victor's grip tightens. Victor. Peace comes with honesty. Nikki holds his gaze. Nikki. Then let this be honest. I choose you. Victor exhales slowly, the walls lowering. Nick Newman stands at the window, phone to his ear. Nick. You're sure? He listens, face darkening. Nick. If Dad's USB leaks, it's catastrophic. He ends the call, uneasy. Nick. What are you hiding, Dad? Victoria Newman sits across from Nate Hastings. Victoria. My father doesn't make mistakes. But he does underestimate the people closest to him. Nate raises a brow. Nate. You think Nikki would betray him? Victoria hesitates. Victoria. I think Nikki would do anything to protect this family. Even if it means hurting Victor. Victor pours another drink. Nikki lingers near the desk. Victor. I kept that USB offline for a reason. Nikki stiffens, casual. Nikki. USB? Victor gestures vaguely. Victor. Sensitive information. Insurance policies. Leverage. Nikki nods, pretending indifference. Nikki. Sounds very, you. Victor smirks. Victor. It's how I've survived this long. He steps away to take a call. Victor. This better be important. Nikki's eyes lock on the desk. The USB. Unprotected. She hesitates, guilt flickers. Then resolve. Victor turns his back. Nikki moves. Nikki reaches the desk, opening a drawer quietly, sliding the USB into her clutch. Her breath shakes. Victor turns back. Victor. Everything all right? Nikki forces a smile. Nikki. Perfect. She walks toward him, heart pounding. Sharon Rosales sits with Summer Newman. Summer. Something's off with my grandmother. Sharon sips her coffee. Sharon. Nikki loves Victor deeply. But love doesn't always mean loyalty. Summer frowns. Victor and Nikki sit close again. Victor. I'm glad you're home. Nikki's voice wavers. Nikki. So am I. Victor kisses her forehead. Intimate, trusting. Nikki closes her eyes, ashamed. Victoria, Nick, and Adam Newman argue. Adam. If Dad's leverage gets out, Newman Enterprises collapses. Nick. Then someone already has it. Victoria stiffens. Victoria. Who? Adam smirks darkly. Adam. Who do you trust least? Silence. Nikki steps out of the elevator, clutching her purse tightly. Her phone buzzes. A text. Unknown. Do you have it? Nikki types back. Nikki, text. Yes. Her face hardens. Victor searches the desk. The USB is gone. His eyes darken instantly. Victor. Someone's been here. Victor storms in. Nick follows. Nick. Dad. Victor. Someone stole the USB. Nick freezes. Nick. What? Victor's voice is ice. Victor. Only one person knew where it was. Nick hesitates. Nick. Mom? Victor says nothing. Which says everything. Nikki meets with a shadowy figure, face unseen. She slides the USB across the table. Nikki. This ends now. Figure. You did well. Nikki's eyes flash. Nikki. Don't mistake this for loyalty. I'm protecting my family. Victor confronts Nikki. Victor. Where is it? Nikki stiffens. Nikki. Where's what? Victor steps closer. Victor. The USB. Nikki holds his gaze. Nikki. I don't know what you're talking about. Victor's voice drops, lethal. Victor. You lied to me. You faked reconciliation, just to steal from me. Nikki's eyes fill with tears, real this time. Nikki. You don't get to play God forever, Victor. Victor recoils, wounded more than angry. Victor. You betrayed me. Nikki. I saved our children. Silence. Heavy. Final. Victor steps back. Victor. Get out. Nikki's breath breaks. She turns and leaves. Victor stands alone, shaken, furious, heartbroken. The shadowy figure plugs the USB into a laptop. Files open. Names. Crimes. Secrets. A smile. Figure. Genoa City will never be the same. The room is dark except for the glow of Victor Newman's desk lamp. Victor stands perfectly still, staring at the empty space where the USB once sat today. His face is unreadable. Controlled. Dangerous. He slowly reaches into his desk drawer and pulls out a second USB drive. Victor's lips curl into a faint, chilling smile. Victor. Low, deadly calm. Did you really think I'd only have one? Cut to black. Opening credits. Act 1. Int. Newman Ranch, living room, morning. The ranch is tense, quiet. Nick Newman enters to find Victor already dressed, focused, lethal. Nick. You didn't sleep. Victor. Sleep is a luxury for people who aren't under attack. Nick approaches cautiously. Nick. Dad. Mom. Victor raises a hand. Victor. Your mother made her choice. Nick exhales. Nick. You're going after her. Victor meets his son's eyes. Victor. I'm going after everyone involved. Nick stiffens. Nick. That includes Mom. Victor's jaw tightens. Victor. Especially your mother. Int. Athletic club, suite, same time. Nikki sits on the edge of the bed, staring at her phone. Unread messages. Missed calls. From Victor. From Nick. From Victoria. She shuts her eyes, shaking. Nikki. Whispers. I had to do it. A knock at the door. She freezes. The door opens. Victoria Newman steps inside. Her expression is controlled fury. Victoria. Tell me it's not true. Nikki can't look at her. Victoria, CONT'd. You stole from Dad. You lied to him. You lied to all of us. Nikki finally looks up, eyes wet. Nikki. I did it to protect you. Victoria laughs bitterly. Victoria. You don't protect this family by stabbing it in the back. Int. Newman Enterprises, boardroom, morning. Victor sits at the head of the table. Nick. Victoria. Adam. The air is heavy. Victor. The USB Nikki stole was a decoy. Adam's eyes widen slightly. Adam. You planned this? Victor's gaze is cold. Victor. I anticipated betrayal. Nick exhales in disbelief. Nick. You used Mom as bait? Victor's voice lowers.
Victor. Your mother used me. Silence. Victor stands. Victor, CNT'd. Now we strike back. Act 2. Int. Unknown office, day. The shadowy figure from part 1 sits at a desk, scrolling through files from the stolen USB. A phone buzzes. Victor, VO. Enjoying your prize? The figure freezes. Figure. You shouldn't have this number. Victor, VO. You shouldn't have taken my wife's phone call. The figure stiffens. Figure. You're bluffing. Victor chuckles, low and menacing. Victor, VO. Check your offshore accounts. The figure's screen lights up. Account frozen. Panic. Figure. What did you do? Victor, VO. I closed the trap. Click. Int. Athletic club, lounge, day. Nikki sits alone. Nick approaches. Nick. You should leave town. Nikki looks up, startled. Nikki. What? Nick. Dad isn't just angry. He's methodical. Nikki swallows. Nikki. I won't run. Nick softens. Nick. Mom. Victor doesn't forgive betrayal. He punishes it. Int. Newman Ranch, study, day. Victor watches surveillance footage on a monitor. Footage of Nikki meeting the shadowy figure. Victor pauses the video. Zooms in. A logo appears in the background. Victor smiles grimly. Victor. Found you. Act 3. Int. Newman Enterprises, CEO office, afternoon. Adam leans against the desk. Adam. You're taking down a third-party power broker. Victor nods. Victor. And exposing Nikki's ally publicly. Adam studies him. Adam. And Mom? Victor's eyes harden. Victor. She gets to watch. Int. Athletic club, suite, evening. Victoria confronts Nikki again. Victoria. You didn't just betray Dad. You destabilized the entire company. Nikki's voice breaks. Nikki. I thought I was stopping him. Victoria steps closer. Victoria. You unleashed him. Int. Newsroom, night. Breaking news scrolls across screens. Mystery investor exposed. Financial crimes, illegal surveillance, corporate espionage. Reporters scramble. Phones ring. Act 4. Int. Newman Ranch, living room, night. Victor stands with Nick and Victoria. The TV shows the shadowy figure being escorted by authorities. Reporter, VO. Sources say the investigation was triggered by an anonymous tip. Nick looks at Victor. Nick. You destroyed him. Victor nods. Victor. He should have stayed in the shadows. Victoria hesitates. Victoria. And Mom? Victor turns. Victor. Bring her here. Int. Newman Ranch, living room, later. The door opens. Nikki enters slowly. Victor stands across from her. The distance between them feels infinite. Nikki. You won. Victor shakes his head. Victor. No. I survived. Nikki's tears fall. Nikki. I was trying to save our children. Victor steps closer. Victor. By selling me out? By faking love? Nikki can barely speak. Nikki. I still love you. Victor's eyes flash, pain buried under rage. Victor. Love doesn't steal. Love doesn't deceive. Act 5. Int. Newman Ranch, study, night. Victor opens a drawer. Inside, divorce papers. He slides them across the desk. Nikki gasps. Nikki. Victor, please. Victor. This isn't punishment. It's consequence. Nikki collapses into a chair. Nikki. I never wanted to destroy us. Victor's voice softens, just barely. Victor. Neither did I. He turns away. Final tag. Int. Athletic club, night. Nikki sits alone in the dark. Her phone buzzes. A message from an unknown number. You thought he was the only one watching? Nikki's breath catches. Int. Newman Ranch, same time. Victor stands at the window, city lights glowing. Adam approaches. Adam. You sure this is over? Victor's expression is ice. Victor. This is only the beginning. Nikki Newman sits at the edge of the bed, divorce papers spread out in front of her like a death sentence. Her phone lights up. Unknown number. You don't lose a war by retreating. Nikki stares at the message. Her expression changes, from devastation to resolve. She deletes Victor's last voicemail without listening. Nikki. Whispers, steel beneath pain. You taught me this game, Victor. Now watch me play it better. Cut to black. Opening credits. Act 1. Int. Crimson lights, morning. Nikki sits alone with coffee. Calm. Controlled. Sharon Rosales approaches carefully. Sharon. You look different. Nikki. I finally stopped begging. Sharon sits. Sharon. Victor filed the papers. Nikki nods. Already knows. Nikki. He thinks humiliation will break me. Sharon hesitates. Sharon. And will it? Nikki meets her eyes. Nikki. No. It clarified me. Victor stands at the window. Victoria enters. Victoria. Mom's laying low. Victor's jaw tightens. Victor. That's never a good sign. Int. Hotel conference room, day. Nikki meets with a former Newman legal counsel, discreet. Lawyer. You helped build Newman Enterprises. You know where the bodies are buried. Nikki folds her hands. Nikki. I don't want blood. I want leverage. The lawyer nods slowly. Victor reviews documents. Adam enters. Adam. We have a problem. Victor looks up. Victor. Speak. Adam. Mom accessed dormant trusts. The ones you set up, for her. Victor stiffens. Victor. Those are untouchable. Adam shakes his head. Adam. Not anymore. Victor's eyes darken. Nikki meets Tucker McCall. Tucker smirks. Tucker. Didn't expect this invitation. Nikki. I didn't expect my husband to declare war. Tucker leans in. Tucker. And now you want an ally. Nikki smiles faintly. Nikki. No. I want a partner. Tucker studies her, intrigued. Victor, Victoria, Nick, Adam. Legal counsel speaks nervously. Counsel. Certain human assets are frozen, temporarily. Victor slams his hand on the table. Victor. By whose authority? Counsel. Nikki Newman. Dead silence. Nick confronts Nikki. Nick. What are you doing? Nikki remains calm. Nikki. Rebalancing the scales. Nick. You're hurting the company. Nikki. No. I'm reminding your father that I built it too. Nick softens. Nick. He still loves you. Nikki looks away. Nikki. Then he shouldn't have tried to erase me. Victor watches old footage, him and Nikki dancing years ago. Victoria enters. Victoria. She's exposing shell companies. Ones even we didn't know about. Victor's voice is low. Victor. She's going for the foundation. Nikki sits across from Tucker. Files open. Tucker. If this goes public, Victor loses credibility. Nikki nods. Nikki. And I regain mine. Tucker smiles. Tucker. You're ruthless. Nikki's eyes shine with tears and fire. Nikki. I'm surviving. Act 4. Int. Newsroom, morning. Breaking headlines. Nikki Newman asserts control over trusts. Power shift at Newman Enterprises. Phones ring. Chaos. Victor confronts Nikki. The room crackles. Victor. You crossed a line. Nikki stands tall. Nikki. You drew it first. Victor. This ends now. Nikki steps closer. Nikki. No. This ends when you stop treating me like collateral damage. Victor falters, just a flicker. Victor. You're tearing us apart. Nikki's voice breaks. Nikki. You already did. Nikki signs paperwork. Final. She pauses, then signs. Victor receives a message. Text. Check the trusts. I'm not done. Victor stares at the screen. For the first time. Fear. Nikki sits alone. Victor enters. They lock eyes. No words. Just war. Nick. Victoria. Adam. Victor stands at the fireplace. Nikki stands by the staircase. The distance between them is a canyon. Victor. This ends tonight. Nikki folds her arms. Nikki. No. Tonight, it becomes honest. The children exchange uneasy looks. Dinner untouched. Victor. I will not have this family torn apart by manipulation. Nikki meets his gaze. Nikki. You mean my manipulation? Victor's jaw tightens. Victor. You stole proprietary data. Nikki. You stole my voice for decades. Nick finally snaps. Nick. Stop. Both parents turn to him. Nick. You're asking us to pick sides, whether you admit it or not. Silence. Victoria looks down. Adam watches everything. Victoria walks briskly. Adam catches up. Adam. You've already chosen. Victoria stops. Victoria. Have I? Adam steps closer. Adam. You always protect him. Victoria's eyes flash. Victoria. I protect the company. Adam smirks. Adam. Same excuse. Different decade. Int. Crimson lights, day. Nick sits with Sharon. Sharon. You don't have to fix this. Nick rubs his face. Nick. They're both right, and both wrong. Sharon reaches for his hand. Sharon. And you? Nick exhales. Nick. I don't know who I am without them pulling me apart. Victor commands the room. Victoria beside him. Victor. This company does not bend to emotion. Nikki enters, uninvited. Gasps. Nikki. It bends to truth. She drops documents on the table. Nikki. Trust ownership. Voting rights. Mine. Victor's eyes blaze. Victoria stiffens. Victoria. You blindsided us. Nikki turns to her daughter. Nikki. I protected myself. Victoria hesitates. Then. Victoria. You endangered everything Dad built. Nikki absorbs the blow. Adam watches, calculating. Nick confronts Victoria. Nick. You didn't even hesitate. Victoria. Because this isn't personal, it's survival. Nick. For who? Victoria doesn't answer. Adam corners Nikki. Adam. You want a soldier? Nikki studies him. Nikki. I want honesty. Adam smirks, but there's pain behind it. Adam. Then you already have my loyalty. Nikki is stunned. Nikki. Adam. Adam. He taught us to fight dirty. You're just better at it now. Victor pours a drink. Victoria enters. Victoria. Adam's aligning with Mom. Victor slams the glass down. Victor. That traitor always chooses chaos. Victoria hesitates. Victoria. He chose her. Victor softens, barely. Victor. And you chose me. Victoria swallows. Nick meets Nikki. Nick. Adam's with you. Nikki nods. Nikki. I didn't ask him to be. Nick's voice cracks. Nick. And where does that leave me? Nikki takes his hands. Nikki. Where you've always been. In the middle. Nick pulls away. Nick. I can't stay there anymore. Nick meets Victor. Victor. You're my son. Nick stares at him. Nick. Then stop asking me to betray my mother. Victor's silence is answer enough. Nick turns away. Adam reviews files. Victoria storms in. Victoria. You're helping her dismantle us. Adam leans back. Adam. I'm helping her stop being erased. Victoria's voice trembles. Victoria. Dad loves her. Adam stands. Adam. Love doesn't come with NDAs. Sharon hugs Nick. Sharon. What did you decide? Nick exhales. Nick. I'm stepping away from Newman Enterprises. Sharon's eyes widen. Sharon. Nick. Nick. If I stay, I become one of them. Family confrontation. Victor. Nikki. Victoria. Adam. Nick. Victor. This ends with loyalty. Nick steps forward. Nick. Then I choose myself. Victoria looks shaken. Adam stands beside Nikki. Adam. I choose truth. Victoria meets Nikki's eyes. Victoria. I choose the company. Nikki absorbs it all. Victor's voice is low. Victor. Then lines are drawn. Nikki alone. Victor approaches. Victor. You've divided them. Nikki turns, tears steady. Nikki. No. You did. I just stopped pretending otherwise. Victor watches her walk away. Empty boardroom. Victor stands alone. Adam and Nikki enter together. Victor looks at his son. Victor. This is war. Adam smiles faintly.